Good evening, everybody. We are here at my garage. I've been thinking of making this video for a while, and I guess this is a beautiful day, and most everybody's in quarantine. Gonna make a video of touring my vintage bass boat. Very vintage bass boat. Don't know the year model, but I know it's an old boat. But otherwise, say hello to Dynatrak 166SS. So this is the bass boat that I run with, and got it for very cheap, so it works really well. Did a lot of upgrades, and I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of what I've done with it and how I made it to run a little better than in the past when we first got it. We can start the front first. So the front of, I don't know who makes this trailer, but I'm assuming it's the Dynatrak company that made this trailer, but I'm not for sure, so you guys can correct me on that. But anyway, so first thing first, we got a lock for this thing. When we bought it, it had no lock. I had to upgrade some wiring here because it's terrible. It's a little pinched up and molded. I mean, we've been using this for about 3 years now, so I don't expect it to last for too long. But otherwise, it's pretty easy. Wiring pretty easy. I upgraded to a Fulton F2. I believe this is the 2,000 pound one. The other one is in the back of our garage. I don't know if you can see it, but it broke on us, so I upgraded this when I was working at we put our spare tire here. It fits nicely, and it runs, and it's out of the way. And then, so on the boat, we run a Minn Kota 4Trex. I got this guy last year. For some reason, Minn Kota, I've always run into problems, but they are fabulous trolling motor, but for some reason I always run into some problem, and then once it's fixed, it runs normally, it runs fine, it's beautiful. But otherwise, I mean, the wiring in the lower unit here kind of got, I guess, filled up with water, and I mean, we hit a bunch of rocks with this thing, so I guess the screws down here got loose, and then water got in, and then kind of rusted up the magnets here, then the little brush motor or something like that, I believe. I've seen those new Lowrance Ghost. Really want one. Alltrex, I'm fine with that too. I mean, I prefer Lowrance though. I'm just a Lowrance type of guy, but we'll see. Fishing is expensive, I should say. Fishing is expensive for all you boat owners and fishermen geeks out there. You guys know how it is. But anyway, so continuing on. Oh, it's a little red here. We put some silicone on here so that water won't get in anymore. I just gotta clean it up a bit. I run a very old graph, Elite 4 Lowrance. Just use it for depth, not really using it for anything. Planning to upgrade it to maybe a Humminbird Helix, but we'll see. I don't know, just so that I could connect with this Minn Kota very well, because I really don't feel like buying a adapter for this, for the what is this, universal sonar transducer, something like that, US2. And then yeah, and so anyway, got a rod saver strap. Continuing on, a G-Man cable thing, kind of broken up, but I mean, it still works. I run the foot pedal like that. I was gonna put a what do you call it, a recess tray, but I don't have enough room, so that's kind of the bad thing about having an old boat, you know. But you just gotta make it work somehow, so it works like that. And then we have my tilt trim up in the front with a voltmeter and then a little bit of light, and then the next side is a socket to where I could plug in like a charging cable or something if I want to, and then plug in of my trolling motor, and yeah. And then so just moving on, yeah, it's not a bad boat. I added some handles here for models. They had like a long bar that goes from the back to the front. Ours used to have a long bar. We covered up with fiberglass, but the bars were used to run all the way down to the boat, and trying to get on the boat, because I like to step on this stuff right here. I like to step on this part. I decided to take out the bar because it was super annoying. I would trip. Sometimes I almost fall in the water, but luckily I didn't. And so I replaced it with these handles here, to where the or my other people, like my brothers or cousins or whatever friends who fish on this boat, they have something to hold. I added another one here just recently, a metal. I was thinking of switching these out too, to switch it to match with these, but I mean, we'll see. Money is always an issue for boats for some reason. And then this used to be plastic, but I changed it to a metal, stainless steel metal. So this gasket, really nice. It has a little string, so it won't fall off. But anyway, so on this trailer, I added these rubber step, non-slip, so it's nice just to come up here and step, you know. And then added some cup holders. I just bought these new bass boat seats. Had to upgrade this year just because the old ones, you know, just being new to it. Never buy cheap bass boat seats, or never buy cheap seats in general, because they will not last. It looks and it feels wonderful. It's more comfortable. I sit up higher when I'm driving this boat now. It looks very durable. And then the middle seat too is also like a step, so that's also good plus, because if you see from Livewell down here, it's a pretty big step. And so I'm making it just a little bit lower. Not much of a difference, but making it a little lower, it helps too. Otherwise, oh yeah, the back of the boat. Before we get inside the boat, I'm just run from the back of the boat. So I added on these buckle tie downs, make it so much easier and faster. Moving on, we had the Mercury, running 115 Mercury. It's a Thunderbolt ignition, I believe. Really old motor, 1980s 1970s motor. 115, runs very smooth. I'm running a 19 pitch. The old prop, it was 19 pitch as well, so I had some hesitation on going up a pitch, but I mean, we'll see. I'm running a Solas stainless steel 3 pitch transceiver right there on the floor. The reason why it's out like this is because I was tweaking the motor a little bit. So this piece right here, this is the piece that we are still trying to get, but the part is so hard to find. It's a switch to stop the motor from making it go all the way down and past the max, so that it won't hurt your boat. So we don't have one of those as of right now, but it works still. But I just gotta look at the back of the boat all the time to make sure that it's not down too far. So it's kind of annoying, but we're still trying to look for the switch. If you guys have any places that I could go and look at to have this switch right here, that'll be great. Really annoying trying to find some old parts that nobody really sells nowadays. So but anyways, let's get into the boat and I can show you guys how I set it up and how everything is running. So yeah. So we are up in my boat now, and I also installed these bungee cords. It's nice to hold the rods down. One side is longer than the other. I know, don't judge me, but I just happen to be like that. So we'll see when I switch it. A lot of hose, I know, lots of hose. These used to be here, but I didn't really like it coming this way because I had to, you know, lean to the right to get my tackle. So I switched it up here so that I could just flip up and then I could see my whole tackle. So I have these whatever bag hangers or hook hangers. Really thinking about getting the magnet ones because those look sick and looks a lot smaller and not as chunky as that guy. But anyway, so this is where my tackle is. One bucket, or I put a lot of my tackle in these bucket bins, and I have them on both sides. I can only fit 2. Not a lot of room, as you can see. Again, it's only a 16.5-foot boat. One thing that's nice about having a small boat is that when you're wiring stuff, it's not a long shove, you know. I know for a lot of bass boats, when you're trying to put a new, I guess, let's say a fish finder, and you have to wire it all the way to the back, like that's like you probably have a long way to go than my boat. Like for me, it's super easy to feed wire through back and forth. It's so nice, spacious. I know a lot of new bass boats are closed off too now, so you have to go through a lot of stuff to actually feed your wire, while mine is open. It doesn't look nice, but I mean it gets the job done. So on this side of the tackle, I have my plastics here just hanging. Really gotta clean out my boat. That's what it is. My life jacket's under here, so this can open up, but I'll show you guys in a bit when I could close this guy. Oh. And then over here on the side right here, this slides in and out, so it's kind of convenient if you want to, you know, have a little more walk space and not being on top of here, especially if you're not very good with waves. Here, you know, I'm pretty sure all you bass guys have a spot to where you toss all of your plastics and line and whatnot. As you can see, I have not touched this thing since last year, so it builds up quickly. Got my Jacko top water. Yeah, I forgot what it's called, something, but only caught one bass with this. Hoping to catch more with it. So I got my anchor here. It's a nice little spot, out of the way, fits underneath well. Rope with it, so it's nice. Otherwise, yeah, so these are really comfortable to walk on, really nice. And then over here, got more storage here. So this is where I put all of my terminal tackle, I believe that's what you call it, like weights, hooks. I just bought these, so I just stuck it in here. Otherwise, like my weights, hooks, bait hook, drop shot. I got my line, so I got like some bluegill baits in here, got some crappie baits. Sometimes when we find a school of crappies, I would quickly tie it on. So it's kind of nice to have some other baits than just bass baits in your boat. So I like to food fish, so it's really nice. I really gotta clean this thing. Really not looking great at all. And then on the other side, oh yeah, so right here, this is where I put my ruler. I just use Velcro. It's been working well, so I stick it there and it doesn't go anywhere unless you kick it or something. So it's a nice spot. And then on the other side, this is where I put my rods, life jacket together, my throwable device, and then moving the middle. I've told my dad to make this, I believe. So this is homemade. This is stainless steel. It's a plier holder and everything holder. We literally toss baits on here, and yeah, hooks and line and etc, whatever you could think of. So yeah, it's nice, convenient. Kind of makes the way a little skinnier, but I mean, you just got to be careful on my boat. But it's convenient, very quick, easy. Got some LED light here, and then I just want to pop these up for you guys to see, just to get a good view of it. So this is the new seats I got. It looks really good with the boat. Really proud. So shout out to bassboatseats.com. They ship really quickly for bass boat seats, or bass boat supplies actually. So moving on, got my extension here. Usually I just stick it underneath. I got my drainage under here. And then looking forward, this is my dad's tackle box. We were out white bass fishing, like what I said. And then got some baits. Oh, that's on my rods and stuff. So the space is open, so you could access here or on top. I just slide my rods in there. I use rod sock, so it's really nice, convenient, easy, and it makes the boat look clean on top, so really neat. And then got a little cubby, some sunglasses, and then here's the front seat. Yeah, it's all ripped up. That's how our older seat looks like too when before these guys. This, yeah, it was literally like this, so it's a good thing we switched. Gotta take it out so it could dry. Everything's all wet. But anyway, so I'm at the driver's seat now, and you guys saw a little bit earlier. It's a little messy, but it does really good. Not gonna complain, you know. Otherwise, this is how the front looks. Steering wheel, we switched out the steering wheel. It's all dirty again, so thinking about getting a nicer one. But steering wheels are expensive for some reason. Everything is expensive for bass fishing. The carpet under here, it's open. All the wiring, as you can see, very unorganized. I got an extra paddle. I got my light pole down here. The carpet comes off every time, no matter how many times I put it back. If you guys have a suggestion, please comment below on how I could keep that carpet underneath. But anyway, I added a horn here, and there's my kill switch. If you guys have any idea, or if you guys know anybody that is an expert on wiring old Merc control and Mercury motor into a kill switch, please message me or give me some advice in the comments below, because this kill switch, it only turns off the ignition, but it doesn't turn off the motor. So we are having a hard time with that, and it's kind of annoying, and we've been working on it for a while. So anyway, so I got my bilge pump, aerator, courtesy light, navigational light. I added some LED lights underneath so it glows nicely on my legs. And then there's the recirc Livewell pump, so I added a recirc too. And then we also added the kill switch wires here to wire up the kill switch. So it doesn't look very nice, but I mean, just gotta make it work again the way how it is. So otherwise, back here, I'm gonna move on. This is homemade, by the way. Stainless steel lid with the foam and aluminum on the inside. So it's not very pretty, but it works. It does the job. Works very well. Oh man, that nail's stuck in there. So it twists open. So, ooh man, it smells. Otherwise, yeah, let's put aluminum on, and then I put foam on the side of it. And then I added a recirc pump right here. This is the main pump, and then there's a drainage hole. It's a pretty big Livewell overall. I wish it could be bigger, but it's a small boat, so I understand. Man, Livewell smells. I really wish a Dynatrak made their Livewell, you know, at the bottom, to where it drains at the bottom instead of on the side like that. But otherwise, yeah, that's our Livewell, our only Livewell. And then behind me I got all my plastics. Yes, I do use Guggen sometimes, but mainly my older brother does. So I got plastics, bags of plastic after plastics. It is insane of how much plastics I put in here. I got my front light holder right here, front light mount holder. And then got more tackle storage of boxes. So I got my coil beams in here, I guess. Somehow it got in here. Don't know why. But gotta take those out. Yeah, I got way too many plastics. I think I got way too many plastics, so but you know, that's the life of being a bass fisherman. Or when you only go bass fishing, you need all that. It's nice. So it opens up like that. I have yet to switch the other side. I've been pretty lazy. So on the other side, it has all my tools, everything I need to fix the boat. So I fit a toolbox in there. I got my buoys. I got my oil mixer bottle in here. It's nice. I got some gasoline stabilizers. What else? I got my prop wrench in here. It's in the back. And I did put some rubber at the bottom with some holes, so it makes everything a lot quieter. Very nice. Any of you bass boat owners who doesn't have rubber in your storage compartment, I really recommend it because it makes it quieter and you don't damage any of your stuff that bounces out in the lake. So, but anyways, bag that I use for just transferring fish out from the boat and back home whenever I want to eat some fish. So that's always nice. I used to do a cooler, but cooler was always so heavy. But with the bag, it's really nice. It's way that heaviness. Alright, on this side over here, we got my main cranking battery. It used to be way worse than this, but I got my battery charger right there. I didn't mount it just because I take it out every winter. Want to keep it nice and warm, so I didn't think there would be any use of mounting it. Otherwise, it's pretty fixed at where it is. I got a battery switcher, turns off the whole power supply, and then I'm running a EverStart. This battery lasts for like 4 years now. I think it's 4 years now. Still running really strong. And then I got my tilt pump right there. Thing is really annoying. I really hate it, but it works and just got to deal with it. So, and then my gasoline tank is right here. I believe it's an 18 gallon, maybe 20 gallon gas tank. So it's a pretty messy, but it works the way how it is. Don't know how your guys' boats are, but yeah. And then on the other side, is where all my trolling motor batteries at. So voila, this side looks really clean, really neat. There's the gasoline line right here, air line. I'm running blue tops, Optima batteries. Lithiums are just too expensive, so you know, gotta save some money somehow. Got my oil there to mix oil. I know I still mix oil. There's a lot of 4-strokes out there where you know you don't need to, but what can you do? And then I got my circuit breaker for my trolling motor right here. So that's I thought it'd be a nice spot since it's right there, quick, easy if anything happens. And then yeah, and then I believe that's about it with my boat. And yeah, that's about it. So that's my boat, my bass boat that I run, and when I make videos, this is the guy that I use to go out on the lakes and stuff like that. So it works. It's a boat. You get out on the lake, you get fishing, you catch fish. So it works very well for me. And but hoping to get a bigger boat in the future, near future. I definitely not planning for like a fiberglass bass boat, but I do want an aluminum one. The one that I'm looking at is a Lund 2075 Pro V bass. It's a bass style, but it's a 4-seater when you have the XS one, and you know it'll be perfect for my brothers and I to just fish every time. It's more room and it's comfortable and the seats are better. I heard the ride quality is really good too. So otherwise, this boat rides really well. This boat rides super smooth. Took it out of Sturgeon Bay for a 16-footer. We're like literally the smallest boat out there, but this boat can handle waves. This boat can handle big waves. Took it out to Lake Geneva too sometimes, and Lake Geneva has huge boats going back and forth, and so this boat handles waves like nothing. It's super smooth, comfortable ride. You don't feel like you're gonna tip over or anything, and then you're not sparing waves all the time. As long as you know how to trim the motor and keep the motor down and know the speed that you're running, but otherwise it's a comfortable ride. I'm Lawrence Hook 5. I have it up here. I want to get a Elite 7 Ti. So yeah, hoping to get a upgrade on this graph. And then I bought a RAM mount just recently, so it'll be really nice on this dash right here. So I just remember one thing. So right here, this little guy right here, with the rope that was in here, I used to tie, or I strap my net back here so it stays down and it's out of the way when I'm driving. I gotta re-screw it again because it came out because people keep pulling on it and the threading loosens. But anyway, it's a really nice boat. I mean, we got it for really cheap, so I don't expect it to perform as well as the bass boats, but surprisingly, you'll be surprised. I've had some people to where they rode this boat and they're telling me like, wow, it's super smooth, really like lightweight. It's not big, bulky. Fits in a really small garage too, so it's nice for storage. What else? Oh, so this boat probably maxes out around 5100 RPM, 5200 RPM. I wanted to go higher, but I'm assuming I just have to get a jack plate and and lift up that motor vertically like that. But I don't know if I want to invest to a jack plate. But you guys let me know if it's worth it for this boat, or just get a new boat in the future, hopefully. So yeah, so we run about 5200 max. The max speed by myself, I've went up to about 45 miles per hour, 46 miles per hour. But usually, since in my videos we usually have 4 people on there, which are my brothers, we usually run about 40 miles per hour. So I don't know if that's a good speed, but it's quick enough for the Wisconsin lakes over here. I don't need to run like 70 or 60 like how most bass boats are, because we're not fishing anything like huge unless you go to Sturgeon Bay or Lake Winnebago. But otherwise, I'm not fishing anything like huge to where I need a far drive all the way to the other side, miles and miles. That's kind of overboard for me. So yeah, so this boat's really smooth, runs well. Give me some ideas of what I should do, especially for the kill switch and then the other ones that I listed. Let me know what you guys think that is best, especially for the RPM. I do want the RPM gauge to go higher, but I'm only running a 19-inch pitch, so I don't think that's a good idea, as without a jack plate at least. So one thing I did forget to mention of another installation. Ooh. Trying to get off my boat. Oh, I don't fall. One thing I did forget about installation, that or there's one storage place that I just forgot to. So underneath the seats, they hold some storage. And then yeah, another thing that we installed is new rims. So it's a bigger tire, bigger wheels. Super nice. Makes the boat stand up a little higher, but on the road is a lot smoother, which is really good. And then as you can see, our axle broke, and so we installed a new axle. It's a new customized made axle specifically for this boat. I forgot who did it, but it was somewhere up north. So they built this really lifetime guarantee axle for this trailer, so it's super nice, really cool. Our old one, we could only add in grease on one side, which was weird, but on the road the axle broke on us. We went on a long trip to Colorado to go fish for like wipers, or Nebraska for wipers. So the axle broke on us. Yeah, the axle broke on us, and then the tire went out, and that was insane trip. But we got it back safe and sound, and yeah, so but otherwise, yeah, and that is the complete review of my boat. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay safe out there, healthy, and keep on fishing, and hope to see you guys soon out in the water. Peace out.